Mismanaged emotional trauma can lead to your downfall. All right. Hello and welcome to today's insight. And today's insight is going to be about mismanaged emotional trauma. Now, usually when you are all up in your feels, when you are so emotionally bogged down, you don't necessarily listen to your higher self, your intuition, or your connection to source. What you do is you either shut it down or you live through it in hopes of seeing the other end of the tunnel and maybe things working out with whomever has caused you this emotional trauma. So the way that you deal with it is going to lead you to understanding your life and your heartaches better. Okay, so for example, I like to go in it, go through it, live it, experience it, because I know that at the other end of it I will be much stronger emotionally. Now, other people, so kind of like the buffalo who go through a storm, that is great. Now, some people don't like emotional trauma and steer clear of it, so they don't pass through the storm as buffalo do, and that will lead to their downfall in emotional circumstances. Now, the reason why I talk about this is because what I noticed today is how, when you aren't necessarily fully confident in your intuitive powers or your intuition or your connection to source, what will you do? Well, you will lean towards other people and other people's readings in that matter. And what happens is if you aren't intuitively connected enough, you will fall prey to whatever comes in front of you. I know that was my case at the beginning when I was listening to these readings and not being in charge of my emotional intelligence. I was falling prey to whatever the reader was saying or however they were portraying the information. Now that I am a reader, I know full well that what I say has an impact and that I need to tame or minimize my use of adverbs or adjectives in a reading, or my use of the emotional roller coaster in order to allow people to actually learn from a situation, not to get emotionally bogged down. Yes, sometimes I need to make it a little more emotional and make it more engaging and all that. That'll probably get me more followers, but what I want is not necessarily to get you hooked on what it is that I'm saying or the way that I communicate. What I want is for you guys to get something out of my message and to learn and grow as an individual. So, is there something that you are holding on tightly emotionally that is not allowing you to evolve as an individual? Ponder that.